Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, a recent tax credit helped boost the housing market. Now we'll tell you what realtors think since the tax break's expiration.
And we'll find out why pediatric experts believe in the importance of early Head Start programs.
Then some major sports stars pay a visit to a local bookstore.
Plus, hundreds gather to rock around the block. You won't want to miss this annual party. These stories and much more just seconds away.
Your local news starts now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Here are your top stories. Parents who are afraid of vaccinating their infants may want to reconsider. The worst outbreak of whooping cough in 50 years has hit California. And recently, a third LA County infant has died as a result. Nearly 1,500 cases of whooping cough have been reported in California, with about 289 in Los Angeles County. And the 6 deaths statewide have all been children. In addition to the normal course of vaccines recommended for infants, state officials are now recommending vaccines for children aged 7 and up. Women of childbearing age, including those who are pregnant, those ages 65 and over, and infant caregivers. Early symptoms of whooping cough are intense coughing that may or may not be accompanied by a whooping cough sound, cold-like symptoms, and post-cough vomiting. Some infants that have whooping cough may not show typical symptoms, but could develop pneumonia as a result. Doctors are urging those who suspect they might be ill to seek medical help immediately. For more information, go to publichealth.LACounty.gov.
Well, here are some highlights from the most recent City Council meeting. Council adopted a resolution to allow residents to participate in the LA County Energy Program. Homeowners can borrow money from a fund for the purchase of energy-saving products like solar panels, double-pane windows, and weather stripping. The loan would be placed as a lien on property taxes, so homeowners won't have to pay back money right away. Council also decided on how residents would oversee the implementation of the city's strategic plan. Council will combine the Employee Relations Committee with the Public Safety Commission and create a new committee to handle strategic plan oversight.
Every year, the Pediatric Therapy Network holds a camp for kids with special needs, but this year it was almost lights out for Camp Escapades. Here's what last year's camp looked like when state funding paid for each camper's tuition. But a new fiduciary law passed later in 2009 now prohibits parents from using state funding for any camp activity. Well, thanks to generous donors, Camp Escapades will continue. So far, PTN has raised $42,000 for kids whose families can't afford the camp. Organizers are still hoping to raise another $2,500 to cap a separate $25,000 fund to be matched by a foundation. The camp runs from August 2nd through August 20th this year and attracts about 200 kids a week. For more information on Camp Escapades, go to pediatrictherapynetwork.org or call 310-328-0276. And later in the show, we'll tell you about PTN's program for early learning.
The Torrance Borders attracted some big names from the sports world recently.
You learn a lot about being positive and really overcoming obstacles and also success and failure.
Venus Williams appeared at the store to promote her new book, Come to Win. The tennis star says the inspirational book aims to help people go for the gold. Fans were thrilled to see the Olympic medalist and #3 seed in the world in person. And since Venus and Serena are locals, many fans remember the days when the Williams sisters honed their skills on courts in the South Bay.
I traipsed over to the court. This is Arcadia Tournament, those of you who play tennis. And there is Venus, 9 or 10 years old, just whooping up on this girl. And there's little Serena, like 8 years old, leaning through the fence, peering at her sister, just wiping this girl off the court.
The Williams sisters, I mean, they're top in their sport. And I think Venus right now is #3 in the world, and Serena's #1. So they're a great tandem out there, and to see her in person is a great thing.
We hope it's a bestseller. Another famous sports figure also appeared in Torrance recently.
There's not a better crowd in the whole place we've been across the country than right here in Torrance, South Torrance.
This is his 8th book signing, and he's never been more jacked about this one because this is right in his hometown, right in his hood, South Bay, Torrance.
More than 700 people filled the Torrance borders to meet legendary Trojan Pete Carroll. The former USC coach signed copies of his new book, Win Forever. All profits from book sales will benefit Carroll's foundation, A Better LA. The organization is committed to stopping violence, engaging high-risk kids, and fostering collaboration in the Los Angeles area.
I would never have written a book, on my own. I couldn't have made it through it unless I had the drive that was, provided by, the support of the foundation.
Carroll was recently hired as the Seattle Seahawks head coach. The NFL season starts September 3rd, and the Seahawks' first game is September 12th. Coming up, we'll tell you how some local realtors feel about a tax credit for home buyers.
But first, here's the current temperature outside.